Here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Lucky 56.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now it's Rosen looking. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
And
on the ground they go with a running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 63 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. On 1st and 10, Stafford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 2nd down, Williams fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. to the air. Rosen after the pick six. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
Now it's Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Procise. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bradford. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the others. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll pitch it up to Procise. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Stafford. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Procise. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease. On the handoff, this is Procise. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on to the team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's it. And I do believe this is going to wind up as safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kerry Hyder, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
10, 21. Hey. Zero. Hey, middle. Hey, 22. Hey, go here.
Back to throw, Stafford. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will give them a 12-point lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On play action, Rosen trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Detroit!
Rosen off the play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Dances by him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second down, Rosen. Flushed out right. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, tag 50, left. Tag 50, tag 50. Zebra. Hey.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On the ball. 22. Hey, tag 58 right.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
After the interception, here's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, we are set. Waiting.
Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Stay 50.
Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now it's Rosen looking, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. This is caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Bradford now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it, and the Lions have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Precise on the toss. And past the 30 down to about the 27. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Hey, I need one. You got it.
Here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Scooby Wright. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. Mulaney. Light. Give me radar. Tag 52. Let's go. Give me radar. Ready. Hurry up. Get set. Ready.
From the 50, Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Stafford now to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there, 83 yards, and the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Forbath, the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Stay 50, stay 50. 22! Let's go. Pick it up.
On first down, it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry!
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, slow down. Set, lady.
Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
Hurry!
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A first down throw for Bradford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight through one tackle. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They toss left to Procise. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Give me radar. 11.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Fighting to stay upright, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Size on the toss right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
21. Hey, red.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the... Accelerating, and off he goes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. They find some open field here. A huge play there for Arizona. 67 yards. Well, they were backed up deep in their own territory. Not anymore.
This works really well when you play a defense that's an attack type of defense that comes after you, wants the football. Sometimes you use their aggressiveness against them.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights him off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing, Bradford, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll hand it off to Pro-Size. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. Spins away. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Big 20, big 20. 40 gut, 40 gut.
Here's Pro-Size. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Back 53. Back 53. Go here. 22. Track 50. Track 50.
Now Stafford. throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's back to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Escapes the sack. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots your quarter. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Forbath to add the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. This loss means they will not reach their goal of it. And when you don't fan base from...
And you know,